The purpose of this video is to learn about power float. We're going to look at what float can do and how to make sure your float is set up properly. Power float is an expensive extra option ADOT is paid for in all of our snowplows. When power float is on, it will show you it is active on the top of the display. You may notice the plow going down a little slower than with it off. You may also notice that chains on the front still have tension on them. When power float is active, what it is doing is making the plow lighter by however much we calibrate it to. So the plow will weigh half as much as it did just a second ago with the float off. I thought, let's see it work. I got scales from FSET team, thank you John and Lloyd. I then talked with Wayne, Scott, and Lee from the Flagstaff shop and make this video, teaching everyone about this awesome feature, how to use it, and how to verify it's set up correctly on your individual plow. Sure enough, the first brand new Freightliner truck we tested, the float was not set up correctly. We had Equipment Services make the adjustment that took less than 5 minutes to make this video. Step 1. Start the engine and cycle the plow up and down several times with the float valve off. This step is to remove any air from the system introduced during the installation of the plow. Step 2. Take the Force America cover off and locate the plow up-down pressure gauge. Using the supplied valve handle, unscrew it from its storage location and use it to raise the plow up. Note the pressure. This is the pressure it takes to hold the plow up in the air. Step 3. Turn the power float rocker switch on. Command the plow down. This activates the power float. On the top of the display, it will say Power Plow Float Active. Go outside of the truck. Go over to the valve stack. Outside, you will notice the lights on the valve stack lit up. This is telling you that the float is active. Note the pressure. We would like to see this be half the lift pressure. So if it was 600 psi to lift the plow off the ground, now with float active, it should read 300 psi. This PSI is initially set from the factory low and must be set on site with your individual plow hooked up. After you have verified your plow float, remember to put the supplied handle back in its storage location before putting the cover back on. If you find your plow to be out of calibration, bring it to Equipment Services. With the scales I brought up, Wayne and I tested how much force was on the cutting edge of the new Flex plow, and it was 2,600 pounds. Then we tested a 55-inch steel plow, and that was 2,100 pounds. By adjusting the float on these two trucks in half, I have to believe that we are going to double the cutting bit's life. Furthermore, with this knowledge and as easy as the adjustment is to check, we could be changing the adjustment, even making the plow lighter and the bits last longer depending on your conditions. Let's review. To turn power float on, turn rocker switch to on, then command down. You will notice the power float active on the top of the Force America screen. Get out and check your chains should have tension and the plow should be on the ground. To check the pressure of the float, take the cover off the outside of the truck. Using the supplied handle, raise the plow and note the pressure it takes to raise the plow. Then allow the plow to float down and note the pressure. Should be half the raised pressure. If it is not half the raised pressure, or you want to have it adjusted heavier or lighter, please bring your truck to Equipment Services and allow them to adjust it for you. This has been Steve Navis in Technical Training. Thank you.